VASTRAM, the Splendid World of Indian Textile, is an Indian Council of Cultural Relations textile exhibition. This has been invited by the Indian Embassy on a very special event, which is 60 years of Indian-Oman friendship relationship. This exhibition has about 37 objects, textile objects, belonging to different regions in India with their art and craft traditions. There is a huge installation about 40 feet high, which has about 300 sculptural textile buttons on a title, The Shower of Celebrations, which is created specially for this event. My name is Shelly Jyoti and I'm the curator of this exhibition. Within my practice as a visual artist, independent curator, a designer, my research focuses on the cultural context, on the history of India. I have been working with the Ajrak artisans for more than a decade, and I have created large exhibitions on the title Indigo Narratives and Salt the Great March, and I've created about 60 to 70 Ajrak art pieces, which I will walk you through. Regarding certain objects about these exhibition, as a narrator, to which while I was curating this show, my focus was on understanding the design influences which came along the trade route in India from 1200 to 1800, and the textiles which are available with the influences that we carried on over a period of time. This particular dress that you see belongs to Nagaland. Women particularly weave this with a red and black concept. The jacket is like temporized with a fan-like woven embroidery on it. This stole that you see is again woven, but there is but it's embroidered. Women wear it as a backstrap to hold their children there in the areas. And the very interesting part about this glass is how the trade route from Zanzibar, which is South Africa, to Gujarat. Gujarat has been, there have been three important trade ports in India. One is Gujarat, the Coromandel coast, and the eastern part of India. So from Zanzibar to Gujarat, and how from Gujarat to within domestic Indian market in Nagaland, wherever the demand is, the Nagaland people wear a lot of glass accessories in their neck piece. Another focus is on, this is an unstitched fabric which we call as sari, 6 meters long. This is a mud, this fall in the category of printed fabrics. Indian fabrics can be categorized in 3 different categories, which is painted and printed, woven, non-woven, embroideries and embellishments. So this is the printed category, where the print is with the mud resist. The resist printing technique is with the help of the mud, and then it's dyed. And this particular printing technique, you see them in the western part of the country, which is Rajasthan, Gujarat. Right next to it is Ajrak. Ajrak is a 3,000-year-old technique. The word Ajrak is derived from the word indigo. Blue means indigo. Right next to it is a very modern dress which women wear during the festive season in India, which is Navratris. There is Chanderi here, there is Jamdani here, the warp and the weft, and then there's an extra thread which goes in to give that embossed look. We have ikat in this whole collection where I'm standing right now, and ikat comes from Orissa. This is an embroidered canopy from West Bengal, India, with a 72 inches diameter. This has a floral pattern all around. Canopy. Traditionally, canopy and parasols with big pillows were used for Rath Yatras in India. The blue swans in the outer circle lends aesthetic to the fully covered flower and fauna needlecraft of the West Bengal, which probably shows the Dutch influence, because seagulls is not that you see them often in Indian flora and fauna. This particular object is, we call it Toran or Bandhan Wire from Bhuj in Gujarat. This Bandhan Wire or Toran is a panel of cotton cloth, cotton thread. There's mushroom, is made out of silken cotton. There are mirrors, tassels, a pleat work on it. There's embroidered chain stitch, interlace stitched. You get to see references of herringbone in it, buttonhole stitch, filling, and running stitches. All the different stitches make this beautiful piece of Torah. This is a silk wall hanging from Rajasthan. In 20th century, this has been in a great demand for Indian artisans to create the chintz fabric to go to the Dutch market, and we would see a lot of trade happening from the Coromandel coast for this kind of wall hangings. There's a big influence of Persian tree of life in this particular textile object. This is a stylized tree of life from Rajasthan with the applique work on it. The different tones of blue is for the contemporary market. People are using curtains today. As an art, there is applique work with thread and patchwork done on it. These 6 pieces of artwork that you see is a part of my personal collection as a visual artist. I've created these artworks on khadi fabric. The idea of creating this artwork was documenting 300 to 500 year ajrak blocks and also documenting upper body wear. This is the style we have been wearing in India throughout the century.